The future of reporting is actually going to be moving away from reporting itself, and we're already seeing that. Reporting is really a term that's focused on the output, the report itself, whereas reporting is really an activity, and it's an ongoing activity. And it's really around not just the reporter disseminating information to the reader or the user, but rather becoming an entire cycle where the reporting company is using the report itself, is using that creation of information and the interaction with the user, with the stakeholders, in order to inform their own processes and to improve their processes. So it's really becoming more of a cycle going forward.
Around 10,000 companies now doing this, but I think the larger part of the economy isn't doing that yet. There's 44,000 listed companies out there. So I think the question for us is, how can we get back to the initial question of sustainability reporting or integrated reporting? It serves the purpose of driving change into a business and changing behavior. And I think that is going to be the key aspect for us as a movement to work towards. And I see a lot of promise in using technology to help accelerating insights, to help better inform companies' decision making on these types of issues.
I think the future will be even more transparent. So I think we have more transparent reporting from much more companies. I also think that reporting will be more real time, so not only once a year that companies dig up their data and publish it. So I would love to have it more real time. It will probably much more be online, so that we're all able to access it in an easy way. And hopefully it will be multi-capital, because it is my own ambition. I really want companies to have an integrated way of looking at how they manage their companies, and not just the financial results and sustainability results, but I'm a big fan of integrated reporting in that sense.
Reporting is a way for companies to tell society how they are performing, and they can tell that many different ways. I believe that in the future our sustainability challenge, for example, related to social issues or environmental issues or democracy and peace and transparency, I think they're going to become very intense. So I expect reporting to become a way for companies to tell what they are doing to contribute to tackle important issues of society and how they are doing it. And of course, I can't imagine a business can play an important role without collaboration. So I think the future of reporting is also the future of telling others with whom you're working to tackle important issues in a region, with your supply chain, with governments, with experts. So I think this is going to be a kind of gateway, if you wish, to all that, what companies doing, how they are performing, how they are contributing.
I rest a lot of my work on learning and understanding how living systems work and using them as the model for how human economies need to work. And as Janine Benyus, the author of Biomimicry, likes to say, nature is a team sport, and natural systems learn to move beyond competition into collaborative, symbiotic relationships in order to thrive. And so, we're all wrestling with the challenge of learning how to collaborate, because we're sort of trained to be inherently competitive, but that's certainly one of our shortcomings, and we need to learn how to grow into more collaborative relationships within companies and companies within economies.
It is highly important. So again, in the last session that we had in the workshop where UNEP had the opportunity to launch one of its most recent report on sustainability reporting, raising the bar on sustainability reporting. One of the three core recommendations is actually really very much around the issue of collaboration as one of the key ingredients to strengthen the quality but also the usefulness of sustainability report. An important element in enhancing the importance of reporting is also making sure that there's users that really find reliable and clear information in the reporting process, and that this is part of a culture of improvement of performance in companies. So collaboration is really at the core of making those results materialize and be cast in stone in the report itself.
We contribute to this vision by providing a system which captures non-financial data, the environmental, social, health and safety data, in a structured manner. We've been able to develop an accounting system which does that throughout even biggest organizations. Why can't we do that also for the other dimensions? And through the structured capture, enabling then the comparison, the correlation, and understanding of how these different metrics actually work with each other.
So the one thing that I would really like to put on the agenda or keep on the agenda is that we have to bridge the gap in terms of language with those who currently drive the business agenda, which are the financial people. And whether we like it or not, the financial agenda is really the agenda that is currently on top of mind with business. And if we want to put sustainability on the agenda, we have to talk their language. That is also what I shared during the conference. That is what I really think should happen. So please, to all of us who joined this Reporting 3.0 conference, talk a little more financial, and success will be secured.
One of the things that I think I have observed, and I think it's important in 3.0, Reporting 3.0 conferences, is the fact that they try to connect reporting with a big agenda, like economic models, like sustainability models, and I think this is quite important.
I think that Reporting 3.0 is extremely promising and extremely smart in that, it's beyond just talking among accountants and among data people and bringing other disciplines into it. So I hope that it would continue to expand, broaden and bring in more stakeholders into Reporting 3.0 dialogue, and also be deeper, much more going to research areas and areas that some of the areas we've been talking about are just beginning to discuss them, and we really need to have much more deeper dialogue and deeper sharing of knowledge. So Reporting 3.0 is a terrific platform for bringing all that together.
Reporting 3.0 plays a vital role in the ecosystem of sustainability and integrated and financial reporting, in the sense that we need a player who is focused on nurturing the forward momentum. All of the other players in the movement each have their own role that they're focused on, and so having sort of an Uber role, a meta role played by Reporting 3.0 of overseeing and coordinating the interaction and collaboration between the key players is absolutely vital.
By 2020, 75% of the S&P 500 are companies that we do not know yet today. Major disruptors currently are sustainability and technology. So how do we get there? How do we make business resilient? And I think that's a discussion that needs to take place more and more.
I would just like to thank Ralph Thurm and Sebastian Straub and the BSD team and the whole Reporting 3.0 team for having the vision and the courage to step forward and make Reporting 3.0 a reality and something that's going to continue to have important influence and impact going forward.
We just finished the third annual conference of the Reporting 3.0 platform. The platform started with the idea that if we want a green and inclusive economy, reporting needs to be different from what it is today. And what the conference collects is how a new generation of reporting needs to look, how accounting needs to change, and what are the offers of the IT and the data sector to support us in that.
What we've experienced during the last 2 days here in Berlin in the Microsoft Accelerator was an invitation to join a global movement of practitioners, thought leaders, forward thinkers around the future of reporting. We gathered together here for 2 days to really think about the future and stretch the horizon, what's possible. It's also really an invitation to join us in this journey, and already I'm looking forward to create with you exciting new events, looking forward to the future, and particularly, of course, next year to meet you here in Berlin again.